which coffin in this room would you use for yourself?
I can go simple, I'm not detailed. For me, I don't go for that.
Not for this. This is simple. This looks rather fancy.
Yeah, this is simple. I don't like all these kitsch golds and all that things.
Alright.
Definitely simple.
And you, Ishmael, which is your ride to the other side in this room?
Simple one. A simple one. I can go for this one.
Which one? This one?
This one. Yeah.
Oh yeah. That doesn't look simple. That's very fly, man.
It's simple for me.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's simple enough. Yeah, that's fine.
Then that side. Okay. So an easy, comfortable ride.
You ever wonder what happens at a mortuary behind the scenes? Well, today we're diving into the world where makeup meets mortality. Join us as we chat with two funeral directors who bring new meaning to the term final touches. Stay tuned for an episode that's sure to put the fun in funeral.
Obviously, this is an intriguing job path that you've chosen. I wanted to find out, why this particular career path in the beauty industry? Is it perhaps the silent clientele? What drew you to this particular field, in as far as, cosmetology, dare I say?
Yeah. Well, I started in the industry as an office worker, but I was immediately interested in doing more. So I got some training in the company where, and then it was easy for me to work with people who passed away. So there needs to be someone like us to help them to get what they want. So obviously, I just have a normal school education, and then I started here, as I said, in administration, and then I further into cosmetology and as well as other work, because there's more in this industry than just makeup and someone who passed away.
And you, Ishmael?
Yeah, when I was school, when I was not having that passion to work at the morgue, to assisting their families, like grieving. Yes, that's what I was.
That's what drew you here.
Yes.
And how do you feel? Did it take getting used to this kind of job? Is it something that you're comfortable with now, or do you still maybe get the chills every now and then?
Yes, for me.
You still get the chills every now and then?
Yes.
So it's not, it's weird a little bit, dare I say?
No.
So you're comfortable with it?
Yes, I'm comfortable for this.
And you, Lisa?
I'm definitely comfortable with the work. I think it definitely takes a certain personality to do this kind of work.
Yeah.
It's not open for anybody out there in the public just to walk in here and do this work. You definitely have a personality to be in this industry.
And you're never concerned of, let's say, a spirit attaching itself to you or
Never.
anything like that?
No.
Hasn't happened?
No, never.
Nothing followed you home one day?
Never.
Maybe you used the wrong lipstick on me and I didn't look so good at my funeral?
No, absolutely not. I've never dreamed about the people who passed away.
Oh, okay.
They look to me very peaceful and happy with it.
Okay, fair enough. And I wanted to find out, in as far as the actual procedures used, what are some of the traditional things that you'd have to do to, let's say, a Muslim person who is deceased when they come in terms of the preparation, or someone who's Zulu? Are there differences in as far as what the body expectations require for a deceased person?
Yes.
There is.
It's different for the Africans.
What's different?
Because the Africans, they want to do their rituals for their loved ones. For the whites, we assist them, as this is included on the package. Yes, they don't come, but they'll come after to come and view the loved ones.
Say someone has an open casket and however you maybe applied the makeup or how they were dressed wasn't to the family's satisfaction. Has there ever been any complaints? Like, she didn't look as good as we wanted to, or he didn't look as good as we wanted her?
The family, they give us the photo. We check the photo and we apply the same makeup they wanted us to do.
So the photo is as a reference photo?
Yes.
Okay.
We can't do the makeup without the consent of the family. Yes.
And Lisa, do the family have a walkthrough to check prior to the service that obviously everything
We
is...
definitely always try to get someone in first so that we can just see where we can do touch-ups and whatever needs to be done, so that we don't So yeah, we do definitely in advance ask people to just come and see whether we done it right. Are they happy with that, or do we need to do something extra, or take something away, or because there's people who will like give you a photo of like this last case that I had. She gave me a Bollywood photo of this most beautiful Indian lady with the most amazing makeup on. And the lady that they wanted to match that makeup was like a 70-year-old lady. So you can see they have to actually see themselves what they have given you and what they expected.
And obviously, I mean, I'm working with dead bodies, right? It's quite out there as a career option. What are some of the more odd things? I'll start with you, Lisa. Some of the more odd things you've seen a body do in the mortuary. Have you ever seen any delayed gurgling, any muscle twitches while the body's on the table?
No, not really. It happens. There definitely
happens?
could be, yeah.
What? How does
But
it?
it's not, it's mostly when you move someone, it's just gases from the inside that basically.
So gases sometimes
will
are
be
expelled.
released, but that's only things that could happen.
Really?
There's not really things like arms and hands and people getting up, and that's not.
No one
there's
blink at you.
nothing. No, not at
Help me. And you, Ishmael, you seen anything odd while you're working on someone on the table?
No.
Not at all.
That's no.
Okay, no, I believe you. I'm a little skeptical about that, but I do believe you. Okay, so now moving on, obviously, what would you say you find particularly difficult about this line of work? Does it, being around, death and the somber setting, does it maybe affect your mental well-being on some days? Do you sometimes?
No.
So every day you're good, you're happy.
Yes.
That's not an issue for me, It is, you need to separate your emotions from your job, because eventually, we get so much information from the press, and these people comes up in the press, they're ending up, yeah.
Wow. And then as far as, very gruesome deaths, Ishmael, what would you say are some of the harder deceased bodies that you've worked on? I mean, if somebody maybe came through and they land on your table and they were riddled with bullets or a nasty car accident, what are some of the more gruesome things that you've seen, obviously, in this line of work?
Yes, we try to fix the body. Yes.
And what have you seen in as far as particularly bad cases? What have you seen?
It's like the accident.
Accidents,
Yes,
bad,
yes.
Really?
We try to just fix it. Yeah.
And how
Because
would you-
the state is not doing the same like us we do. Yes, they just do it, just finish their work. When they come here to us, we just try to fix them. It's nice.
Yeah, there was massive ones. I don't want to go too much into detail regarding, because the families are out there, and But there was some, freak accidents, very bad freak accidents, car accidents. Stupid errors that people make with their own lives, and ending up in death because, playing with fire, and there's very gruesome. And then, for me, the things that affects me still the most, I must say, is, a woman that comes in that was beaten to death by their men.
And I'm sure that happens fairly regularly, cases of gender-based violence. That's really sad to hear. What are some of the best moments that you both have remembered from your dealings? Obviously, as a funeral director, I believe they refer to you as, What would you say some of the best moments are in your career so far?
To me, it's, the family will say, sometimes these people are sick for a period of time in hospital, so they don't wear their makeups and they're not, themselves anymore and things, and a lot of families will say, I just want to see her the last time, the way she was always ready to go to take on the world. So, that thing, and then they will come back and say, thank you, and we appreciate what you have done for us, and that was her. She left the earth the way she loved.
That's amazing. oddities. So yeah, tell me a little bit about the makeup used. So this it looks like normal makeup for the most part?
Yes, it is. Definitely. Mostly we will prefer our clients to bring their own makeup for the person who passed away because it makes it so much easier to match the actual colors to the skin tone and the. But in some cases there is no makeup, and then we will use our own makeup. There will be other makeup as well, which they call the wax makeup. Wax is usually need to be heated up, and that we will cover injuries. Where there's injuries involved in someone's face, then we first have to close up with the wax the injuries, and then only the makeup will go on top of the waxing and all those things. But mostly, this is our makeup setup, and then we will have our photo displayed here to help. All the family will be assisting and helping what we need to do. We also do sometimes have to do bathing where we have to do full washing hairs and dyes. They're even requesting coming here with a dye because the lady was sick for a while in the hospital. Now the grey is grown out, and now these guys even have to shave. They have to do shaving, and some men wear the moustache in a certain way, so it needs to be exact. So
and the hair never stops growing, right?
Never. No, it does stop growing. It's actually a different story there. Why hair looks longer all of a sudden?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Why is it that hair looks
Because of the decomposition, skin is busy
shrinking,
so the hair that was under the skin is just now coming out.
Oh, okay, that makes a lot of sense. And obviously, not to be insensitive, there's a slightly pungent aroma down here, obviously, given the decayed.
Circumstances.
Yeah.
There could be.
And you're just used to it now. You're kind of accustomed.
I don't think you get used to it. You just get used to working under the conditions. It's the same like other environments where you're working with smells and things.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just normal. We're used to the smell, but not to a point where you can ignore that there is.
That there is no smell. All right,
Yeah.
and describe a little bit to me what it was like for you to work, obviously, under the harsh conditions of the pandemic, especially around the times where we didn't know as much about COVID, and people thought that maybe you could still contract it, obviously, from a deceased person. What precautions did you take? What was it like to work during those times?
We totally did PPE, full body coverage and everything, under all circumstances, because at that stage we didn't even know. Some people never tested positive, but they just passed on, and the symptoms were there. So we just handled everybody as a COVID case from start off. We never took it away from the families to see their loved ones, so we would still allow them because we didn't want to make mistakes with. So if families feel strongly that they had to say their goodbyes, we did allow them to do. We were also one of the blessed undertakers during the pandemic because we had massive fridges.
Okay.
So we were not under the conditions with other guys that had like small fridges and they can only accommodate so many. We could take in massive totals of humans dying during the pandemic because we have refrigeration in Roodepoort and Kruger's Dorp. We had fridges all over. So and we had big fridges.
So business
we
was
were very
booming.
It was very sad because it was a scary time because we keep on getting calls to say, I've just been with you, I just tested positive, please get yourself tested because I didn't know until now, and now I was with you, please get yourself tested. But I was very lucky, I didn't get COVID. Neither did my friend there.
And what about the threats of contracting bacteria and any other diseases from obviously working with the deceased?
We do get injections.
Okay.
We are getting injections for hepatitis. And
So you can still contract hepatitis from a cadaver?
Absolutely.
Really?
Absolutely. And and then also, HIV and those things, if you have used the needle on someone and you accidentally test, then it's always safe to just immediately get yourself under the treatment, just for precaution. But so far, never ever, I've been here 20 years, never heard of anybody get AIDS because they got tests accidentally, an injury due to it. But we need to always be ready and taking precaution in every single case.
Well, we've just wrapped up what was an insightful, harrowing, and at times bone-chilling conversation with the funeral directors here at Doves. I'm at a loss, especially after the latter part of that conversation, but it was insightful to get a portal into the lives of people who do this very specialized kind of work. I'm probably gonna go need to have a drink, so I guess I'll see you on the next episode of Let's Do Lunch.
stay living.